I'm getting married. I know, I can't believe I found somebody that's willing to do that either. But weddings are super fucking expensive, and so are honeymoons. So I'm offering a lot of discounted stuff right now to ease the burden for paying for that. First thing is I'm doing 60% off music reviews. So if you've ever had a song that you wanted me to listen to or wanted my opinion on anything, you can book that and send me your song, and I'll sit down and record myself listening to your song and giving you as much feedback as I can, and then I send it back to you. And you can do whatever you want to with it. Sometimes people like to post it to their YouTube channel showing that I reacted to their stuff. Perfectly okay with that. But if you're not a musician and you don't have a song that you want me to listen to or anything like that, I am working on trying to get some t-shirts and CDs and stuff back into my store. Hopefully that will happen soon, but you could always go to our registry and help out there. Oh boy, we got a lot to talk about today. This man, Ray Benzino, has been on an absolute tear these last few days, doing podcasts and interviews, Instagram lives, arguing with fans, striking down other YouTube channels because he doesn't like what the fuck they got to say about the situation. Shout out to my guy Cliff Beats, by the way. Y'all go show him some love. He's the one that got the strike filed, which is total bullshit, because if he can get a strike for doing that video, I could get a strike for any of the videos that I made, and so could any other reaction channel that has looked at this situation. The whole system is absolutely fucked. But he is a very genuine dude, and he's an actual writer in the industry, and he's privy to a lot of the insider information that I can't get my hands on. And one time I went to an NF show and a fan recognized me in the bathroom but mistook me for Cliff Beats. But he's a big part in this community that I'm in with reactors and fellow musicians who do the breakdowns and stuff, so you know I gotta stand with my guy. But I took yesterday to do a lot of research on this whole situation. The ghostwriting allegations are fuming right now, rightfully so. I mean, when I reacted to Rap Elvis, in the first 30 seconds, I was like, this dude did not write this. There was a stark difference between Vulturious, the first diss track the day before, and the new one, Rap Elvis. So I've compiled a bunch of videos here that we're gonna watch together, and I'm really gonna break down this situation for you guys. I know there's other channels out there saying that he did not have a ghostwriter. He did. If you just listen to the songs, you can tell it's two different people. But we got this first video right here. He is on Instagram Live talking to some fans about the whole situation.
I ate his up. I cooked him. Now, you know what I'm saying? Back in the day, he cooked me. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. But what you stands is not gonna do it. What you saltines ain't gonna do is try to come here and be like, that I didn't do it. I didn't affect him. Stop it. Because that shows that y'all ain't real hip hop fans. That shows that y'all are biased and probably halfway racist.
I love that race always gets brought into this. Man straight up said, y'all saltines. Cracker, derogatory racist term towards white people. And then proceeds to say, you're probably racist if you don't like my song. Here's the thing with Rap Elvis. I think it's probably the best Eminem diss track that I've heard. So when he says, I cooked him, you physically rapped on this song that sounds like the best Eminem diss track there is. But people are upset because they can tell he did not write this. There's 25 years of a track record of other songs that sound nothing like this, where none of the schemes, the punchline heavy, the multi-syllable rhymes, the inner rhymes, none of that exists in the prior catalog.
If it's dope, give it up. Just like my people give it up to him. Stop being racist, white people. If it's dope,
damn.
I rip them, say it. A lot.
What is up with the race shit always being included in this? I do respect him for admitting that he did not fit so well in the early 2000s in their original beat. But if he's in this weird mindset that only white people are saying that he didn't make this, then it's already a lost cause. And nobody's even saying it's trash. That's the thing. Everybody admits that it's good, and it's too good for him. But this fixation on race is killing me, bro.
I want to hear that Ghostwriter. This is hip-hop, bro. This is hip-hop. I don't want to hear that Ghostwriter. Shut the fuck up. You mad because I'm spitting?
No.
I wrote that. The Z-Ster.
Okay, so we got him denying the ghostwriting allegations. I don't want to hear that ghostwriter shit. I wrote that shit. But now let's go to the next clip.
I always was nice, and the people I was around was always nice.
Music is subjective. He can feel like he was nice, but I'll show some stuff later on that shows that he was not as nice as he thinks he is. Definitely not as nice as Rap Elvis is.
I don't go in the studio by myself, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've done that. But for this, you know what I'm saying, I got to bring my niggas with me and motivation and bounce shit off of each other and whatnot. Because number one, I've always been in groups. And I've always been in studio sessions where it was a gang of niggas. So when it's time to write a verse, there's always somebody there to get a line.
Okay, so pretty much saying right there, doesn't go into the studio alone. He definitely didn't for this one. He needed his homies there for motivation and to amp up the energy, which I totally understand. I get that completely. Sometimes you need somebody in there and be like, hey, you didn't really say that line with enough emphasis. You should redo that line. My producer does that to me. I've recorded a couple albums with him, and he'll straight up be like, yo, you need to redo that. And that is what people in the studio are there for. But when he's saying there's always somebody there to get a line or always somebody there to get a verse, I suppose that's fine for normal songs. I still feel a little weird about it. At that point, I would rather just put them on the song, or at least put them in the credits that they helped write the verse. But when it comes to a diss track, you cannot have somebody else write your shit. That has to be straight from you towards somebody else. And then here's this last clip that I want to show you guys that just kills me.
People ask, well, did somebody write it? Look, I was in the studio, and I was with the studio with some guys, and I was writing, and they was passing me lines, and it was just, yeah, you have a team.
See, there it is right there.
I'm sure Eminem is in the studio with Royce, and Royce then gave him lines. Or all the amazing lyricists that he's been around, you don't think that they ain't gave him a line or two? It's hip-hop. It's okay. Bottom line was, I spit it. And the bottom line was, I killed it. And the bottom line was, a lot of that I've been researching for years. As far as the stuff that's in it, yeah, of course I wrote that.
Okay, so there's a lot of issues to tackle here. So in this first clip, he wants to say, I don't want to hear that Ghostwriter shit. I wrote that. Then the second clip, he's like, sometimes I go to the studio with a bunch of guys. And then the third clip, he's like, I was in the studio with a bunch of guys and they were passing me lines. I was writing, they were writing, we got a team. You don't have a team for a diss track. For someone that claims to be so hip-hop and so OG, how do you not understand this? My man is bragging about standing up to the microphone, rapping what other people are feeding him. Here's how I imagine the studio session went. Benzino steps up to the microphone. He's got like 5 guys behind him. Everybody's talking. Benzino turns and looks at the guys. Hey guys, has anybody ever noticed that Eminem is white? And that was his contribution. Sure, he had some of these ideas. He's been researching it for years. I'd say he wrote these ideas up on like a little whiteboard. Eminem is white. Bunch of people have left Shady Records. I guarantee he wrote the idea about not dissing real rappers because it's the 3rd time he's talked about it and mentioning Britney Spears by name twice in the last week. He's not fooling anybody. But now is where I show you exactly what I'm talking about. So I've taken the liberty of doing a highlighted rhyme scheme for the opening bars of Vulturious, the first diss track that he did, and Rap Elvis, the second. Mind you, these are 1 day apart. You can see a little bit of color here, but it's a lot of basic stuff. We technically have a multi-syllable rhyme scheme with ass Eminem, ass feminine, lack melanin, even though they're kind of a stretch, I gave it to him. And then another one with Ben O and Jim Crow. Look at him, going crazy. But then we just come down to the rhyme scheme of dose, show, spose. He's got this middle line that has some kind of inner rhymes with crack, crack, rap, black, and then ends it with the super basic Britney, 50, and then just a lot of stuff that doesn't rhyme. It's rather basic stuff. It's not completely beginner, but it is certainly not elevated. And then we have the opening lines of Rap Elvis. Every single bar ends in a triple multi-syllable rhyme scheme. There is no singular syllable rhyme scheme at the end of the bar like there was in Vulturious. Tons of inner rhymes. You have 4 or 5 rhyme schemes that continue on throughout the entire measure. Whereas in Vulturious, the only ones that continued on throughout the entire measure were the basic bookend rhymes. So obviously this is a little fishy. So I got to thinking, he does have a track record. Let's go take a look at another song of his to see if he has some similar rhyme schemes happening. And then I had to put my foot in my mouth because I found this freestyle that he did where he has these crazy rhyme schemes happening. You can see he has these triple multi-syllable rhyme schemes like he had in Rap Elvis. He's got 4 or 5 different rhyme schemes happening throughout the entire measure like he did in Rap Elvis. This entire writing style matches up completely with Rap Elvis. So I was like, damn, I guess I gotta eat crow. Too bad this isn't a Benzino freestyle. This is a Cassidy freestyle. Look at the rhyme schemes of this Cassidy freestyle and the rhyme schemes of Rap Elvis and see how similar they are. Now this is a Benzino song from 20-something years ago. Look how similar this and Vulturious are. He can say all he wants, that he's been nice this whole time, that there's no ghostwriters, that sure, he probably got a line or two, just like Eminem probably gets lines or two. My man was fed an entire style from somebody else. I mean, just look at them side to side. It's almost identical. But here, I want to show you one more thing that kind of confirms my suspicion of Cassidy and other battle rappers helping him with this. I reacted to Vulturious. There was not a copyright claim filed for that. 9 times out of 10, when I'm reacting to a song on YouTube, it gets copyright claimed and I don't make any money off of it. For whatever reason, Vulturious has no copyrighted protected system. So I was expecting the same whenever Rap Elvis came out. Rap Elvis was copyright claimed, and I appealed the copyright claim and lost it almost immediately. The copyright claim is under a company called Quarter Lab, and Quarter Lab represents Rare Breed Entertainment. And you know who's performed under Rare Breed Entertainment? Cassidy and Hitman Holla. 2 of the most notable names in battle rap. So there's the information. Do with it what you will. That's it for this one. Love you guys. There's another Cassius song that I might react to. I didn't realize that he dropped 2 disses. And then there's been a couple YouTubers diss Benzino that I might check out as well. Like I said, I am extremely busy outside of YouTube right now, so it's hard for me to find time to make videos, but I'm doing my very best. But I love you guys. This is my music. Check it out if you want to support me. I'll see you guys in the next one.
None of these rappers in the cop back aimed at bang. Walking through this life, my back is sliced up from the blades. I ain't seem to have a choice. It's time for things to go my way. I've been a villain all my life. Don't get it twisted.